Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Sweet, but don't play with me. The ingredients you need 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of triple sec, a half ounce of fresh lemon juice, and a splash of soda water. Refreshing. Here's how you're gonna make a sweet, but don't play with me. You're gonna add that vodka, the triple sec, the lemon juice to a glass with some ice, top it with a splash of soda water, and stir gently. And that is a sweet, but don't play with me.
Welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys. I'm not your Spanish teacher, but I am. Kiki said so. This is one of my favorite dresses. And I put extra club soda so we don't be getting too lit. Vodka?
Yeah.
No. Extra club soda, so don't be afraid to sip. Anyway, welcome back to the show, you guys. I'm Kiki Said So.
Hey, y'all. I am Medina Monroe. I am not your lady or your maiden, but I feel like one today. I feel like I want to frolic in a sea of
meadow.
Baby's breath.
Oh, yeah. All the little flowers.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed last week's episode. This week, I mean, technically it's not March anymore, but when we're recording this, it is still March. So we do have a guest today, and I can't wait for y'all to meet her. But I want to remind you guys to stay listening to the end of the episode because we do have some announcements there, and we'll remind you guys of where to follow us. And also, we have a new phone number for you guys to call us at. That'll be linked below, and I'll mention the number later on. But you guys can leave a voicemail with your advice or your cocktails if you really not a good speller.
So, y'all, we are just continuing to have amazing, dynamic women who are utilizing their voices, their creativity in Atlanta to just do great things. And one of the great things, I mean, she really doing the Lord's work. If you don't know what to do in Atlanta, if you don't know how to date, where to go, even just with your friends, just the locations, the places to be, experiences, unique things, we have my girl Shanita. She is the creator of the Atlanta Black. Listen, Lord. Listen, Lord. And Black Girl's Guide to Atlanta. Did I get it?
You got it.
Did I get it? It's a tongue twister. Black Girl's Guide to Atlanta. I follow the page. Don't let my stuttering.
Listen.
And it's a go-to page for all things Atlanta. Welcome to CockTales.
Thank you, ladies.
I'm so happy to have you.
Now, instead of asking us, what should we do? Where do we go to brunch? Where do I want to eat? You got somebody.
We got somebody to help us. So before we get to know Shanita a little bit more, Shanita, Kiki and I came out with a conversation card game. It's called I'm Curious to Know.
Oh.
I'm over here holding on to the whole deck.
Okay.
We're going to play a quick little round with
ready.
you. Now, we made this game.
Thank you.
We made this game to help people get to know who they're dating, who they're already in relationships with, who they might be married to. It just helps you have some conversations that might be a little racy, that might be a little deep. It's just, they're difficult conversations for people, apparently. Mm-hmm. So we said, you know what, let us help y'all out.
Okay.
So I will go first, and I am going to ask you.
Do I need to take some or no?
Okay.
No.
We're going to ask you.
Oh, okay.
That one's diving in real sad. Okay. I'm curious to know. Okay. Have you ever knowingly broken someone's heart?
Ooh.
Oh, no. I haven't broken anyone's heart.
You're a sweetheart.
Is that a lie?
She's playing it safe. Smart.
I have not knowingly broken anyone's heart.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's my answer.
Okay, I'm going to fan mine out like how they do when you go to get your palm read and see the tarot card reader. Okay, which one is speaking to you? Pick one.
Oh, I like it that way. Oh, this one.
Okay.
Okay.
It says, this is all in your business, but you picked it. When was the last time you were tested and what were the results? You see what I mean? This is great.
We dive right in.
Last time I was tested. Oh, as in tested.
Tested.
Oh, you meant you or it could be tested by God.
I was like tested.
Was you
Well,
tested?
I'm
was the
tested by
last
people.
time?
Listen, all the time.
What
Listen,
happened when the people tested you?
Listen, the last time, you know what? I feel like the last time I was tested maybe had something to do with, which I think we can all relate with, getting my funds. You know, when you're in a net 60 or net 30 kind of situation, getting your payment
you was
on
tested
time.
in your
I was
finances.
tested in the finances.
You know, I never thought about you. That could actually be.
When did somebody try you?
Yeah.
Or
What were
what
the
other-
results? Did you
Yeah.
get your money?
I did.
Okay, good. Yeah, you
Within the
better.
next 48 hours, I was happy.
I know that's right.
Okay, I'm curious to know, would you date someone who has a baby on the way? On the way. But he's like, I'm not with her, but before I got with you.
We had a little something happen.
Yeah.
Let's see. Would
she's
I have
keeping her
dated
baby.
someone
She's keeping
with
it.
a baby on the way? I think during those days, probably, you know what? It would depend on the circumstances.
During what days? You said it like you said it like I
what
don't even
days?
talk to
Did this happen to you before?
During those days, as in my dating days.
Oh, we're not
We're not-
dating anymore.
We're not dating.
Okay. Were you traumatized by somebody's ashy son?
It happens a lot.
Because everybody loves to have these beautiful moments. It's like did somebody hurt you?
See, you know what? But see, this is the thing. I think that during my dating days, I think that it just really, I was very much career focused. You know what I mean? So I didn't know if there was alignment with that. You know what I mean? Or maybe I should say alignment with a smaller child.
Okay.
Maybe there would have been alignment if it was,
So you would date someone with a baby
I
on the
would
way.
have dated someone with a baby.
So
Are
you
you
never
single
plan
now?
to date again?
I don't know.
Are you married?
Yes.
Congratulations. That's what she's like. I don't have to date, baby. I got me one.
I know that's right. I didn't know you was married. Because the page is all about going to Atlanta, but that's what I need to do. Mind my business.
Listen. So yeah. So it's funny because I don't think I've ever revealed that because my page is kind of like
Right.
It's not about your personal life.
Wow. You're like Beyonce, so private. so
So my private life
private.
is a little on lock. Yeah.
I love that. And we're going to keep
Yes.
it that way.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, not before we end the game.
Okay.
Time for another card. Okay, what's this one?
Am I reading this? Oh,
You can.
Okay. Would you like to end the game?
Oh, this is my
Hold on,
favorite
hold on,
card.
hold on. Would you like to end the game and have sex right now?
If you pull that game and you playing with somebody you do want to have sex with,
I always take that card out and I keep it in my reserve if it is somebody I want to have sex with so I can pull it out.
oh,
Oh, that's
That's a spicy
Or
one.
That's
I don't
game.
want them to pull it out if the question answering game ain't going right. And I don't need you pulling it out and getting me all confused. Nope. Keep it in this pocket.
Okay, here's my last one. I'm curious to know, what are the most thoughtful gifts you have ever given or received?
The most thoughtful gifts I've ever given. I have to say that the most thoughtful gift I've ever given was, probably a helping hand to someone. Like in terms of, like if I had a friend who was like, oh, I wanted to go on this trip or go see my family, maybe I couldn't afford it. And then to contribite to that. You know what
That's
I mean?
a good gift.
Like
That's
helping
good.
someone in need, I think it's the most thoughtful gift you can give, honestly.
And we don't talk about that enough. That said a lot about your heart, because sometimes people do be wanting to, even if it's not to see your family, if you just need a break and you just want to travel and you are one of those people where you trying to save your money, you working 55 jobs and you still can't just go put your feet in the sand. I'm doing a
Right.
retreat to Thailand and I felt like it was I owed it to a girl like me who you're watching everybody travel. And travel has always been a part of my work. So it's never been like I looked at it like that. And so I said, I have to give a trip away so that some girl don't have to pay for nothing. Just come, bitch.
Yes.
And I want a girl who
Yes.
can't, you trying, you working, just come. Not someone who you just don't want to pay for.
Right.
You actually can't, but you trying.
Right.
Come on, we
And
did
you
it.
need this.
You
And
need this.
You need this.
And I know how
yes.
it feels. I got you on your spending money. I got you on your trip. I don't got your flight.
Yes.
You gotta plan on something.
We all working.
Okay.
But I got you on the rest.
I got you on the rest. And that is
Yes.
such a way to help someone with their
Yes.
mental health, with their spirit, with a break.
I agree.
I don't know if you remember this. You got me a flight one time. I can't remember when it was. Something happened and I needed to get home / wanted to get home. And like whatever my original plan was, it fell through. I called Medina, probably crying. And she was like, don't worry about it. It's all going to work out. And I'm like, shut up. Just listen to me vent. But then she called me back later and she was like, I got you. And I think you had called your mom or something and you worked it out. So I got the flight. I made it home. And moments like that, like you just don't forget them because I needed that.
And she's like kind of having that.
Yeah, I didn't think about when people do stuff like that, like it hits different because it's like you didn't have to.
You didn't have to.
But you did, and it's appreciated, you know. And I don't be forgetting little things like that.
Yes, me either. Me either.
Wow,
I love you too. Don't cry. We did our makeup cute. I'm on my period. I'm already emotional.
And I got a little date after this.
Oh, you do? Oh, well, let's pull one more card because that wasn't my last card. Pull one more. What's speaking to you?
Okay, here we go.
What's it say? You want to touch my hands?
I'm gonna put one more.
See,
But let me see what it was.
Let's see. Let me go.
I love that.
Oh,
touch
that
my
don't
hands.
matter.
Okay,
Because he's dead. You got a husband.
Have you ever had sex with more than one person in 24 hours? How many?
Mm.
Oh.
How many hours or how many people?
I will never tell. I'm pretty sure.
I'm glad that ain't my question.
Is it my question?
No, it's your question.
I was like,
Everybody's looking
they
around.
know my answer.
No, I have not.
Good.
No, I
That's
have
good.
not.
We know you haven't. That's why you're married now.
That's why I'm married.
I'm done.
That is why you're married. And, well, I'm not.
I'm
kid. I weigh
curious to
26.
know, ladies and gentlemen, I have recently had a bunch of guy friends actually purchase the game to play at game night. So it's gender neutral. Play it with whoever you want to get to know better. Go to I'mCuriousToKnow.com and get add a little spice.
There
in
are
your
some
life.
deep ones in there. Your spirit wasn't calling to
My
the deep
sister was
ones.
calling something else. But I like that with the girls. Looking spicy.
It's fun for girls' night too. I played it last year. I did a trip to Curacao that I hosted, and we played it with the ladies, and it was really fun because
That would be
nobody really knew
fun.
each other. There
Yes.
were like 2 best friends, and
Yeah.
everybody else was a stranger.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's fun.
That is fun. Okay, so before we dive deeper in with Shanita, we're going to do weird sex. And I'm starting to really love weird sex. There was a moment where there was a streak of darkness.
Yeah, some of y'all love it, and some of y'all hate it, but I just love my true crime. I can't get away from it. I love it, and you know I like that stuff, but this is not that. This week, our weird sex is brought to us by our friends over at ericalust.com.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. Man is absolutely not necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
I really hope that you guys have gone over to the site and really checked it out. I promise you, it is a great site. The quality. If you want a storyline, they got storylines. If you don't want a storyline and you just want to get into it, you can get into it. If you want to see certain body types, skin tones, scenarios, they have so much stuff. I was clicking on stuff that I don't never click on because I was curious. And I was like, this ain't for me, but I watched it and quality still top tier.
Yeah.
So this week's Weird Sex, we're going to be giving tips and just kind of some guides. A good film to watch. I'm calling it a film. I don't even know how long it is. It's called Cotton. Cotton. Because there's soft sheets. And a strong connection. So this week I wanted to talk quickly about reigniting desire in long-term relationships. Or, situationships, fuckuationships, whatever is going on, whatever you got going on. Because sometimes I think many people can attest to fall into a bit of a rut or even a routine. And maybe one person is okay with it, but the other person isn't. And it's hard to spice things up. Many people don't want to do a whole lot of wild. It's like, it's too much. And you run out of ideas. Erica Lust can help you with that. There's so many different videos to watch for inspo, but it also sparks conversation. And you can talk about the things that you're seeing or challenge the other person to find something on there, and y'all are both going to watch it and maybe mimic it, try it, explore it, talk about it. It's so many ways to go about it. These films can really help couples rediscover what it is that they like sexually, and even maybe not even rediscover, but discover what they want, because sometimes you just don't know what you don't know, you know? And so if you've never heard of something, or you never thought of something, or you felt like it was too taboo, this is a good, easy way to kind of ease it in there.
Yeah.
You know?
And even if you don't know, you might be nervous, and y'all both might be nervous to bring up certain things. And so I think this is always a good way to kind of get past those nerves. Let Erica Lust do the work for you.
And I know we're all trying to be better humans across the board. And I just wanted to make a quick note that with this specific website, ethical production values are there, and they matter to them because trust and consent make every experience feel so much safer. They are paying the people, they're not doing other stuff. And it's safe. And this is like... I don't know if I want to say challenging, but it is challenging work. Like, you're doing these things, it's taboo, that can be dangerous, and you would like to have a safe work environment if this is what you're choosing to do. I know I choose to click these videos, and so I feel better knowing that there are some sort of ethics and morals going into this, and that these people are being paid and they're being treated fairly. And so, you know, if that's a concern of yours, you ain't got to worry about that with Erica Lust. She pay her people, and she treats them right. You ain't even got to worry about a thing. Anyway, I hope that you guys go to Erica Lust. And remember, that is Erica with a K, ERIKALUST.com. And if you sign up, you can get 45% off using our code CockTales. I think we have a code. Yeah. So I'll link it in the description, and you guys click, sign up, and watch the videos. And again, comment or DM, whatever you want to do, because maybe you want to tell everybody what you're watching. But I'm curious what y'all been watching, and we can highlight some things because I'm interested to see what you guys are interested in.
I am too. Okay, so you guys, this week, first of all, you're going to want to save this episode, download this episode, share this episode with your man, with your friends, because this is basically going to be an Atlanta dating starter pack. Places to go. And when I say dating, I mean dates with friends, solo dates, dates with first dates, romantic, anything. When I tell y'all I follow this page, when I need to go look for an experience, I'm clicking. I'm like, what's Shanita doing? Where's she been? You was in the mountains. You was somewhere.
I was in the mountains.
That little experience was cute. I said, dating can be fun, you guys, even if it's not going to be your husband. You can still have a great experience. And I was sharing a story with Shanita before we started, and I was saying how this weekend I had called one of my girlfriends, and I was like, there was a guy that I met that I've been kind of like hanging out with, and he's super dope. We have a good time together. Nothing serious, but it'd be cool. He was like, what you want to do? And I was like, oh, well, I wasn't expecting to see you today, so I don't really know. So I called my girlfriend. I'm like, what's something we could, I don't really go out like that anymore. Like, if it's nightlife stuff, I'm like, I don't know. Like, you would have to tell me where we need
TT be in the bed.
Yeah, baby girl be in the bed. So I was like, what can we do? And she was like, telling me all these restaurants, which is dope. But I was like, oh, she was like, I'm giving you good spots. And I was like, well, I want to go do something. Like, she was like, oh, I'm not an activity bitch. She was like, I don't do activities. I eat and I drink. And I was like, So it made me think this is going to be such a wonderful conversation about things to do in Atlanta. So my first question, let's say somebody moves to Atlanta. They're new to Atlanta and they're like, show me a good time, a good daytime.
Oh, a good daytime.
Yeah, a good daytime. What are some places you would say, go here, do this, try this?
Is this a woman or a man?
This is a woman.
Okay.
A woman. Well, I feel like when you first moved to Atlanta, and I know this may seem cliche to say, but I think you should start with the Beltline. I think as someone who's just spanking brand new, I think that's the best self-guided tour you could give yourself, is to hop on the Beltline, walk around the city, because now that it has expanded, it just takes you through all the neighborhoods, and it's something you can do alone, right? And you'll see other people out there alone, so you don't feel like you have to be with someone, right, or have a partner to do it. It's just go beautiful day, walk through the neighborhoods, see everything. You see
And
what I
everybody's so social on the Beltline.
Yes.
That's what I love. You
Yeah.
can
Me
talk
and
to
Whitley
people.
go all the time. Whitley is my dog.
I love a dog.
Yes, and I live off of the Beltline on the north side. So we go walk and we do 3 to 5 miles a day.
Yes.
And I just keep going and going. And it's like I always see these people, meeting people. But when I like going on the west side or the east side because that's where all the restaurants are.
Yeah.
And all the stuff.
Yes.
And that's where it gets packed. So you either over there by Pond City Market or you might be over there by the West End.
Right.
Do you have a favorite restaurant on the Beltline? Top 3?
I don't, but the first place that comes to mind because I want it real bad, Hawkers. It is an
Hawkers.
You've been there?
That's that little Asian street.
Yes,
Yeah.
Asian street food. Hawkers is good. They have locations in other places. Do you know that they have one in Deep Ellum in Dallas? When I was in Dallas recently for my sister's birthday, I saw Hawkers. I said, I know that ain't the same Hawkers I know. Why are we going over here to this man's place? We should be at Hawkers. But it wasn't my day, and I had to go with the flow. It was hard. I really wanted to get some chicken sauté. But I like going to that place. Yes. And anytime I see a Jenny's, I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
I like that
Jenny's
ice cream.
is good.
Ooh,
Jenny's
I
is
bought her
good.
cookbook and everything for the ice cream. Yes.
Do you have a favorite spot on the Beltline?
You know what? Whenever I'm on the Beltline, because I'm usually like walking and talking with somebody, I love to stop in and see Brandy over at Just Add Honey.
I haven't
Just
been
Add
there.
Honey
been
tea,
there
but
either.
a Black woman-owned tea spot right off the Beltline. I mean, she has like the best combinations. And
That's
she
a
even
cute
has like a
name.
little tea spot. You can do like a private event there.
Real?
But
What's it
that's-
called?
Just Add Honey tea.
Just Add Honey
yes,
Tea.
yes.
Which
So
side?
that is what she's closer to Krog.
Okay.
Prague Street Market is like my favorite area, I think. If I'm just going to pick a place and start, I
You like the
love
side of
going over
Krog?
there. Yes, there or Pond City Market. But Pond City Market is a little younger.
Right, right.
So I might make it over
And
there.
they get a little busy.
It's
It
very
get a little
busy.
busy.
They get a little bit.
Right.
I gotta go
What's
to
your
that
favorite
one.
place?
I would say my favorite.
Or something in your top 5.
Yepa jumps out immediately.
Yep,
I
on the
love
Beltline is cute.
Yepa on the Beltline ski. I went there for
cute.
Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
It was good.
I haven't been to the one on the Beltline.
There's a little barbecue spot. It's called it's like you sit outside. It's somebody's name. I can't remember the name, but you sit outside and they give you your food on like a tray. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's a
And
popular
it's barbecue.
Ladybug. Is it Ladybird?
Oh, you're talking about Ladybird.
I like Ladybird.
okay.
Benches, they have like
Benches.
the benches.
I like
picnic
Ladybird, but
tables.
That's near Hawkers.
That's near Hawkers. And then there's another I'm bad with names, especially when you just walk up
What
from
did
the
you
Beltline.
eat at a Ladybird because they smoke wings. It's not a barbecue place, but they smoke their
They have-
wings and they're good. They have smoked meats.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think I had
heard,
some
but
smoked
haven't
chicken. I
tried
think
it.
I had some greens. They have little collard greens.
Yeah, it's like Southern
Oh.
style.
But it's not
Yeah.
Black people Southern.
Right.
Nor does it need to
Well,
be. You
that's why I
walking on
didn't
the
say
Beltline.
soul food.
Yeah, it's not really, but they
I say
have-
soul
like-
food when I mean black and Southern is white.
It's
It's
like
like Mary
healthy
Mac
Southern.
versus
Right.
Busy Bees.
But they don't have the best reviews, but I liked it. I like the vibes there. And sometimes
that's
they
what
have
I'm
like
It
saying.
has good ambiance.
Yeah.
Great social place.
sometimes
It's
there's like a
always packed.
guitarist. There's another spot with a rooftop though. I can't remember the name of it. And it's by the Luminarium. I can't remember the name of it.
Estrella.
Estrella.
Oh,
yeah.
yes,
yeah.
yes,
And then
yes.
there's a coffee shop across from that. And they have a plant shop at the bottom.
Oh yes,
I love that spot. Then also there's I'm acting like I didn't know.
Look.
I think it's called Three
Right?
Three Parks.
3 Parks Wine.
Yay.
3 Parks Wine.
It's
That
a-
is not. Yeah, that is probably my other favorite.
It
Part.
is
not
a
been.
vibe. They be having little tastings, little workshops. Is it Black owned? Because
It is Black owned by Sarah Pierre.
I didn't know
Sarah
that.
Pierre, yes.
love a
and
Black
it's her
spot.
second location. Because her
Oh.
first one is in Glenwood Park. And so this is the second one in the Old Fourth Ward. It is so cute.
Tell me
So
the name
cute.
again.
Three
3
Parks.
Parks Wine.
3 Parks Wine. Okay,
And
I
they
gotta try this
always
out.
have something going on. So that's another spot. If you go by
That is
yourself,
true.
you'll probably meet somebody. Yeah, it's a vibe.
That's good. And then they also, let me tell you, they also have this event once a month called the Pour Down.
Oh, tell me more.
That's on the listen.
The
listen,
Pour
listen,
Down.
The Pour
The Pour
Down.
Down. this is where once a month they come together with DJ and there's a wine tasting. So it's like the wine tasting, but they add in the music. And so it is a vibe because, she has that nice patio. So people come out. I mean, guys, women, it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. And during the winter months, they would do the pour down at the Fourth Hotel and like the lobby area, like the Bar Premio area.
Okay, I think I saw it when it was there.
Okay. And then, but when it gets warm, it's going to be back on the patio. That's a
vibe. Okay.
It's a vibe. It's
I'm
good.
gonna have to go to that.
It's good.
Because I like the spot, but I've never been to one of the events. So I gotta add that to the list, y'all. Y'all better be taking notes.
Take the notes.
And tell them that we sent you when you go. Send them the podcast. Okay, so let's talk about experiences.
Yes.
Versus dinner dates. And what I mean by that is there's nothing wrong with a dinner date. There is nothing wrong with a dinner date. But sometimes dinner dates can get boring. Drinks and hookah can get boring. To me, I'll speak for myself. Every now and again, I want a good experience. What are some good experience dates or activities that anybody could do that you have had in Atlanta?
You know what I really like, especially, and I'm going to refer to like the daters on this because I think this is fun. I think it's fun to be interactive and then a little competitive. So when I think about that, there are a couple of places that come to mind. F1 Arcade, right? The new Formula One racing arcade over in West Midtown at the Interlock. Because you can compete against each other and also people in the room, but that's fun.
And there's different types. I've never been there. I've seen it, but I haven't been. Have you been? So is it kind of like a Andretti's?
Yes, but definitely for like adults. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there are no kids in there. We're talking about craft cocktails. We're talking about good bites, elevated bite.
You running around, they gonna trip.
No, this is cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's elevated. But I love it because you can get a little competitive, right? And then choose a course from, somewhere all over the world and race on that. So I think that's fun. It's fun. And, it gets you out of your element a little bit.
Is there food?
There's food.
Okay.
Food. And it's like good. Like I'm talking about they're serving like lobster and stuff. Like, yeah, they have
fancy.
Yeah, they have a good menu there. And craft cocktails because that's important.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's a great spot.
Is it expensive?
No.
Okay.
I think it's doable. It's feasible.
How much would my lord need to have a wonderful?
I cannot.
Well, your lord needs to come with the coins, period, when taking you out. So let's be very clear. Let's be very
that seems.
You listen, but you know what? I mean, for two people,
that's like a $300 date.
I mean,
because the games can get expensive.
The games could get expensive
if you want to keep playing.
I wouldn't even say all of that. I would say, you can get away with the $150 in there, like both of you, games, food, drinks.
We might have to cut them drinks out.
Yeah,
and we don't have
do
one
one
appetizer.
game, 2 drinks each.
Right. One appetizer.
We're gonna share 2 appetizers and get full, bitch.
Yes, and what also there's a lot of seating, so some of that should be filled with conversation and y'all taking a pause.
You're not just trying to run up a tab at the F1
right.
spot.
So that's a spot.
Okay.
I would say also, another spot that I think is really fun is.
Hey y'all, so I was just online looking at my accounts, looking at all of my bills, and I had to remind myself before I got too overwhelmed that, you know what, I don't have to worry about this as much anymore because I found out about Super.com. Super.com has this amazing credit building program. We've all had those moments where you go to apply for something, maybe an apartment, a car, or a credit card. I know that's what happened to me. I wanted to get this credit card. It had some really cool benefits, but I didn't qualify. Now, had I known about Super.com ages ago, I might not be in this position because Super.com has a really cool part of their credit building program. With Super Plus, you get access to the Super.com secured card that gives you a $5,000 credit utilization boost. So let me be very clear. This is not $5,000 that you get to use, but basically if you have $4,000 in credit cards right now, right? So you got $4,000 in credit cards, and maybe you have all of your credit cards are maxed out. So you have zero funds available. Well, with Super Plus and using the super.com card, you can get that $5,000 boost. So now instead of looking like you have a $4,000 credit limit with all of it being used, now it's like you have $9,000 but only using $4,000. So it's like you have $5,000 that isn't being touched, which will help in the grand scheme of things. You know, sometimes you don't want to take on extra bills or extra debt, and even trying to figure out how to improve your credit and how to really get a grip on things can be really hard and overwhelming. Oftentimes, people's biggest expense is their rent. I know it is for me. So you can also choose to report your on-time rent payments to all three major credit bureaus. That's TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. And you can do it up to 2 years in the past. So that is amazing. I downloaded the super.com app, signed up for Super Plus, and when I tell you, it's just making a difference. I love how I can log into the app and I can see what's going on with my money, see what's going on with my credit, and not be so in the dark and as confused. And the fact that there are programs built in that are meant to help me not only learn more about my credit, but really get a grip on it is amazing. Being able to see my credit progress inside of the super.com app is just like top tier. That was really a seller for me because sometimes, you know, there's all of these different things that you can do, but having it right there in the app and it's not intimidating to look at, I can totally understand it, makes so much of a difference. And even if you've made some mistakes in your past or life just got the best of you, trust me, I get it because life be life. Don't let your past mistakes dictate your future. Sign up for the super.com app and see how much of an improvement you can have with purchases that you're already making. Start building your credit the easy way. Go to super.com/credit right now to see how Super Plus can help you boost your credit score. That's super.com/credit. Credit building features are only available to Super Plus members. Impact on your credit score may vary. Super.com cannot control factors outside their services that may impact your credit. Visit super.com for more details.
Your third spot over at Chattahoochee.
I still have not been, but I
Really?
love going
I
over there.
think
I
it's
still haven't been.
fun.
Wow.
Every time I just end up across the street at Fox Brothers. That's my favorite barbecue place. And then I go to Taste, but now y'all done told me about the black-owned wine spot, so I got to go find that.
You're gonna love it.
Yes. Yeah, but I think it's fun. I think anything with games, because people, like, listen, we're like naturally
are a good
competitive
idea.
because you got your element and then you stop and talk and have a drink. I always think that's a good combination.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, you know, my other favorite pick is always like a museum. I think that's like a great place to, you know, have conversations, get to know each other. There are a couple of museums that I really like. I know everyone always like, oh, the High Museum, which is, you know, good and big, but there's some other great museums like
Tell us.
like Adama Atlanta over at Pittsburgh Yards. It's a Black museum. They have like rotating exhibits and such.
Adama.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
Adama.
must
ATL.
be.
That is, I mean, I love it. It's small. It also has, since it's at Pittsburgh Yards, I think there's like a tea shop there. But that's a great place to walk through, have a conversation. It's never like super crowded. Staff is really good.
And you know, because when you say Pittsburgh Yards, I'm like, you're talking about like Pittsburgh over by
Atlanta.
Mechanicsville.
Mhm.
And I'm glad that you're like shining some light on there because it's like somebody might be like, I'm gonna take you on a date to Pittsburgh, and somebody might be like, nigga, what?
Like,
You
what?
me where? So I'm glad that you're like telling us
No,
it's
go inside. Inside, there's a lot going on there. They have a tea shop. I think they once a year they have like a plant festival over there.
really.
Yeah.
And see, this is why people be sleeping on Atlanta. When I meet someone, they're like, "There's nothing to do in Atlanta," and I'm like, "What are you
Get
doing?"
off of the
Yeah.
Tiki Talk.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
number 1,
thinking
2, and
that-
3.
Yes, get off of there and just go explore.
Yep.
Mhm.
When I moved here, are you from here?
Born and raised.
Okay, I'm not. And so when I got here, I'm old. So like when I got here, we didn't have Apple Maps and just GPS
Got
readily
you.
available.
Got
I was
you.
subscribed to some app and my phone died, right? And I was like, I will never get lost in this city again. So I just would like when I didn't have a job or anything when I first moved here, and I would just drive around and try to learn my way, learn the city, looking at a map. Do y'all know how to read maps, our young listeners? I know our old ones don't either. But I would do that. And then I would not just drive. I would stop and just explore stuff. If something looked cool or if I saw a bunch of people somewhere, I'm going to check it out. And I challenge you guys to do that because you will discover so much in so many different neighborhoods. And if you talk to people, it's easier, so much easier to do it alone. But go with a friend if you don't feel safe or you nervous or shy or whatever. But going around and seeing all of these things is cool. Something I would do is go explore the different neighborhoods, and I would look at the map, and when you zoom in, you see the neighborhood name. So you see Mechanicsville, you hear it in a song. Well, what's over there? Let me go see. And I would just go check it out. I challenge all of y'all to do that no matter what city you live in. It'll give you a greater appreciation for the city. Yeah, and I'm big on history.
Venture out.
Look at the stuff and
you
see
said
what's
it's
going
called
on.
a Dama. Have you ever been to I keep seeing it on Instagram and I keep saying I'm gonna go one day. It is like a coffee shop at 11 a.m. They're doing Amapiano music and like
the coffee and vibe.
Yeah, have you seen it?
I've seen
Because
that.
y'all know I love me
Kiki, but it's in the morning. But it's not like turn up. It's
But
turn
11
up.
is cool.
But it's a morning turn up. People
They got
are
Wi-Fi?
Yeah. There's a DJ.
And they do it like once a month.
They do it like once.
something.
It's so cute. Another thing people sleep on. I know you're the professional in this, but I'm just gonna add this on too. Cascade, the skating rink.
Oh my goodness!
Like that's a cute date,
and it's so ATL.
It's so ATL. That's
it's
so
fun.
ATL.
It's fun. Yeah,
it's so ATL.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't been to the Cascade skating rink, that's a date right there.
It is
Cascade and Sparkles. I think you should go to
and
both.
Sparkles. Yeah. Okay,
so have a good time.
What else is in the Pittsburgh community that maybe is it just the museum, or there are some other things that they could do while they're there? Could that be like a day of events?
It could be a day of events. I mean, that's a great place to explore just because there are a lot of businesses, specifically a lot of Black-owned businesses. Also, Pittsburgh Yards holds a lot of offices for some of the businesses and nonprofits you may know. So that's what you'll see. Like if you go in the daytime, it's a great space to kind of co-work. You can set up there.
Is parking free?
Parking is free.
Okay, because I like an easy, smooth park.
Parking is free. Parking is free, but
That
it's
is
a good area.
important.
Check it out. That's definitely a great area to check out.
I'm adding that to the list.
Where would you say is a good place for men or women to meet singles? Some good spots. Doesn't have to be one, whether it be an area or specific location.
Have you tackled that challenge, or have you made a post like that yet? Like
so
singles?
You want to know something? So that is like the number one question of like my subscribers of like, I'm single, ready to mingle. Where should I go? What should I do? I'm gonna give you a little tip. Because when we're talking about where to meet people, like quality people, I'm gonna tell you what people should really be clued into. Number one, grand openings. Grand openings.
I missed one last week and I'm mad.
Let me tell you, you got to be clued in, okay? Go to a grand opening and look at I'm talking about grand opening of like a nice restaurant, a new museum, a new studio. And I'm going to tell you why, because the biggest challenge in Atlanta is that, and I hear this all the time, you go to a place and the ratio of women always outweighs the men, right? Well, at a grand opening, that's where it's balanced, or even you may find that the male ratio is greater, than the woman ratio, because now you're pulling in, right? If you are a male artist, right, you're inviting all your male friends to show up and support, right? So now you're pulling in your network, and that's easier.
These are people who know somebody.
Listen. That knows somebody, right? And then guess what? A business open. Who else is coming? The sponsors, the investors. That can be a bit male heavy. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, friend, you know
the
what
checkbook set.
What a cash at.
So the grand openings are so good, because whenever I go to a good grand open, I'm like, oh, the room is gone.
Okay. Do you know of any that are coming up?
You know what? I'm gonna sing you some.
Yes. Send them to me too, please. You know what we missed? Well, I don't know if you missed it. Okay, so remember when we were doing the skits?
Yes.
And they were remodeling downstairs. They did there's a restaurant across the street
Did
that
it
had
open?
the grand opening. And I saw, not the one in the 12. I don't know if that's open or not, but across the street. at Embassy Suites. There's a restaurant there.
Oh, 17th and State. Yes.
So they
that
had
was a
their
good
grand
one.
opening. I was like, I didn't get no invite to this. I gotta get outside again.
How do we get invited to them?
You gotta know somebody.
So yeah, you gotta know something, because also let me be very clear, disclaimers. Usually there are 2 openings, right? One is like more like, right, the soft one, which may be like family, friends, and then you have one that may open to the public, but you still got to get on the list.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But either way, I always think those always have a good crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're talking about like 17th State. This is a nice restaurant, nice area. Like, you know, I'm not talking about just show up to any opening. You know,
okay.
You know what I mean?
But
But a art studio, right? Or a nice restaurant, or
and
you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, and then that also kind of takes the pressure off of. If you're anything like me, even though I go places by myself, sometimes I do get nervous. If I was at Muchachos today and like there was a man looking at me and he was cute, but I got weird.
What you do?
I got so weird. Like, I don't know.
What'd you do?
He was looking at me and immediately I was like, what the fuck are you looking at? Like, not out loud, but in my mind, I was like, thank God I have Botox. I couldn't crunch my face how I thought I would have. And then I was like, oh my gosh, we need to calm down. Like, this is just a person who is looking at you. He clearly is wanting to talk to you, and then we talked. He was a white man. I was like, But before I turn to them, I do want to still give the brothers a shot. So I am gonna try to get on some of these lists, because you don't have to worry about too much conversation in a grand opening. There's a reason we're here. The art, the food, whatever the event is.
Right, natural conversation starters, right? And then now you're in a room also where it's okay to like, oh, you know, how you got invited? Who are you? You know, without sounding pretentious, right? Because I hate when I'm somewhere and someone's like, what are you doing? It's like, so my name is Shanita. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like,
people trying to figure out who you are and if they want to talk to you or not based on whatever they assess. They don't check your Instagram, run numbers. And like, chill.
Like, do you like the soup?
Do you want another drink?
Yeah, right.
That you really just dropped some knowledge on us.
So that's a
grand
good one.
opening.
I feel like that's always a good space to be in. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good
I got another question. Okay, what if this ain't for me, this is for the others. What if you are dating, and you have a kid, and you feeling good about this person? What's a family-friendly place that you can go and bring the child to meet this other person without bringing them to your home? So maybe an activity or something else. What could be fun where you involve the kid, but y'all can still have a date and it's not weird?
Where you can involve the kid, still have a date, and it's not weird.
It might be a tall order.
But it's not weird. You know what? In a scenario like that, I think you should get crafty. Right? Like there are a couple of classes like there's this one class you can do like art together and everyone gets their own canvas. Oh my goodness, they're over in Ponce Highlands. There are also a couple of pottery classes, right? I think like grit.
Kids do like to get dirty.
You see what I'm saying?
Kids love getting dirty.
I think that interactive approach works for that scenario as well, right? Get everyone doing something.
Because the kids need to be busy.
Yes, right. So they won't drive you crazy.
And out of our business, but safe. Not just like running rampant.
You know what I mean? And then I think Atlanta does a really great job with parks. I think they do a really great job. So if you're talking about a young kid, like they just built that park over like at the west side when they had that opening, but they have a beautiful playground area. I mean, and there's so even at Chattahoochee Food Works, that's a great play area right there by your third spot. I mean, they have like all the things, right? Like
for the
a nice
dogs
grassy
and
area.
the people kids.
Exactly. So I think always tapping into the parks, you know, is really good. And then if you don't mind venturing out, I'm going to tell you a place that actually has really nice parks. And that's what they're known for.
Who?
Gwinnett County is known as the county for parks. They have like the most parks
didn't know
within
that.
their county, I think within the state of Georgia, but Gwinnett has a lot of beautiful parks.
Really?
Yes, that's what they're known for.
Now,
I used
the
to
girls
live in
don't
Gwinnett,
be liking
but-
going to the parks.
Yeah, and you got to go because
I like the park,
I do. I
actually.
love
Because
the
I like
park.
a picnic. I
Now
got a
you
picnic
just always said
basket.
you didn't like that because it was hot. I'm confused.
Well, I don't like
She likes
I don't want to
shaded parks.
sweat. I like to eat
Right.
at the park.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it's like springtime park, not so much. I'll go. Like, I was out this weekend, but I shouldn't have been because I got bad allergies. I'm allergic to outside.
Got you.
But I do like some stuff. That's not a date for me. That's a date for me plus kids.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point,
So, like,
good
by
point.
myself, not so much. But I have been wanting a picnic lately.
Okay.
It's been a fail every time I've tried.
I like a good picnic date, which I haven't had in a long time, honestly, because I think it does challenge conversation. When you're at a park or a picnic with somebody,
Conversation
with
and planning.
it's like, what are we going to talk about? Because that really is
Yeah.
just all conversation.
Yes.
And then you kind of get to know. A picnic will get somebody off the list in a quick second.
It
'Cause
sure
it's
will.
like,
Because
like-
it ain't too much going on. And then it's like, did you prepare the picnic? I had a horrible first date. Early on in Atlanta, I met this guy on a dating app. It was a food truck festival, so I was excited. I'm a
Okay.
foodie. I like to go eat. We go to the festival. We're trying to meet up. Parking, of course, is crazy. And I'm so old. This is like pre-Uber. It was only Uber Black. So we drove. He pulls out a bottle of hot Svedka vodka, some kind of juice like a Snapple or something. I don't even know if they
not a
still make
Snapple.
Snapple, but that's what kind of throwback story this is. And then he had stopped and got himself a sandwich from either a Publix or a Subway, and he called me to ask if I wanted one. But I'm like, we're going to the food truck festival.
Right.
Why would
We're
we
gonna
not
be
get
He's trying to
food
keep that
there.
tab
from
down.
the truck?
Yes.
No, I don't want this. Who's eating hot tuna? Anyway, I had food at the festival. It was a horrible date. And he wasn't prepared. And I was like, you ain't packed. Like, this was your idea, not mine.
Right.
If it was
Yeah.
my idea, I feel like it's on me to, like, bring the things. He had a backpack.
Not a basket.
No
'Cause in my
basket.
mind, the
He
picnic,
didn't
with the
know what
hot
he
picnic
was-
has to
vodka.
have the basket.
Yeah, like a picnic seems like a simple date, but it's really nice. There's
It's-
And like
planning.
an airplane blanket. And y'all know those are thin. And I was
Oh.
just like, you tried me.
Not a quilt.
He ain't know what he was doing.
When was the last time you were tested? That wasn't the last time, but that was a time I remember.
Yeah, you got to plan it. If you don't know how to plan it, it's okay to ask the lady, like, okay, so how do you want to do this? Because I do think when you're doing like a picnic, you can ask the person, like,
Right.
tell them what we plan on bringing, what we plan,
Right,
and then I'll be
right.
like, oh, I have a cart.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
I have
could do it together.
Yeah.
A collaborative effort.
Yeah.
And that could even be like a little activity and fun, depending
True.
on the person.
Right,
Like, it'd be
right.
fun.
It can be
Right.
real cute. Okay, so before we move on to advice, what are some good friend dates? What are some good girl dates with your girls?
Oh,
A brunch spot.
I love those.
Yeah.
With the girls, I'm gonna tell you something that's fun to do with the girls. There is, I think she's in Castleberry Hills. There's a wine making studio, Divine Libations, and you can make wine. You can make wine,
What?
yes,
Divine
with your
libations.
girls.
Gotta add this on here.
Mm-hmm. That's a
taking
fun
notes,
one.
Divine.
That's a
Okay, I'm
fun
putting them
one.
all in the show
Is
notes.
that in the Castleberry Hill building where all of those little
Right,
La
the
Creme is
concept
then
house
there,
and
we could-
all of that.
Yeah, the
Yes,
concept house.
yes,
I went to
yes.
an event yesterday by La Creme. She does the perfume making class. Sakari, do you know Sakari?
Yes. No, I have not met her, but I know of this business.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's in the concept house.
Uh-huh.
And
the Bougie Grazers over there, Nodora Sky.
the DJing class that I told y'all about, they're in there.
Yeah.
I love that. And there's even, I don't know if they've elevated the food part, because when I went, there's like a little bar you can get drinks.
Oh, okay.
But the food was not, it's like a snacky thing.
Got you.
But it's still a vibe. And it's one of those spots where if somebody takes you there and you've never been there, you're like, you know something. Because it's so secretive.
Yes.
I love a good spot like that.
Yes. No, me too.
What was it called? Divine?
Divine Libations.
I know it's
Divine
cute.
Libations.
We about to have y'all wifed up and husband up.
Or at least having a good time.
Having a
Because I'm
good
about to be at this spot.
Yeah, because if you're really gonna get together and go on a date and put your makeup on and do all the things,
Girl, put your makeup on.
you want to have a good time. I'm sick of people telling me you're going on these dates and you're not having fun. I'm going on the dates, y'all. I just got back outside and now. I ain't met my man, but I'm having fun.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's like do something different.
Do something different.
Do something different.
And listen, hold on. I got a couple of others because I was like, I have to come.
Oh, yes.
prepared for the ladies.
Tell us.
Okay, so some of these you may already know, but another one is Ride the Vibe ATL.
Yes.
What is
You
that?
heard
I
of
did
this
that.
one? You did it?
Yes.
You did it?
Yes,
Yes.
it's like a cycle thing, right?
Oh, no. This
No,
is so this what they do. They pick you up and they
Oh, no,
actually
this
take you on
different.
a wine tour up in North Georgia. It's an all-day event.
Well, wait a minute.
There's a and listen that every ride has a theme. So like you sign up, like sometimes it may be because that's the fun part, the ride up
theme.
there. Right, the theme as you ride up to North Georgia. And so it may be soca, it may be 90s throwback, it may be
Ooh, I need to go on the
R&B.
90s.
Is it a party bus?
It is a
Sprinter?
it is a bus.
So like 8 people.
No, more like 20. More like 20.
Oh.
And this is nice. So you are already getting the party started in a fun way. It's a great crowd. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then when you go online, she'll already show you like, oh, this thing we're gonna do 90s, we're gonna do soca, we're gonna do Caribbean, we're gonna do Afrobeat. So you're having a good time, and then she takes you to the best wineries, and you're doing lunch, and then you're getting your pictures.
This is way better than that workout thing I was thinking about.
I was like cycling.
And they pick you up from the city.
They'll pick you up. There's a meeting spot, and
Okay.
it is all day. So you meet like at 8. They leave promptly at 8:45, and then you get back. You wrap up like about 4, so you get back to your car, depending on traffic, like 5, 6 o'clock.
Okay.
But this is something fun that people do it with their girlfriends. You know what I mean? It's fun for the girls. That's
Vibe
one
Ride.
that's
Let me add
yeah.
this to the
Ride the
list.
vibe.
Ride the
ATL.
That sounds like fun.
That's a good one.
Okay, what else you got for us?
Okay, also what I have. Okay, so also what's coming up that I really like is Atlanta Jazz Festival.
Oh,
The
yeah.
lineup is so good this year, y'all.
Who's on it?
It's good. Who is on? Hold on.
Is it still
I'll
free
Google
or are
it.
they
is
now
still-
charging?
Oh no, it is free.
Okay, because
It
I
is-
saw on the news that for the Dogwood Festival they started charging and it used to
What?
be free. Yeah,
The Dogwood
it's $5
Festival.
now. It was on the news. People were pissed.
Yeah.
It's been free for decades.
So I'm hoping they don't do
For
that with the
forever.
jazz festival.
Yeah, that's wild.
Hold on. Let me tell. We gotta go through
ATL
this
Jazz Fest,
because this is so good this year.
May 23rd.
Let me
through
go ahead and get my little basket
25th.
together. We need a little
The
tent,
root.
Kiki.
Oh, this is the big one. Yeah, the Roots is gonna be there. Esperanza Spalding. The
Ooh,
lineup is good, y'all.
the roof.
Official
The Roots. I know
website.
that's what I'm most excited
Now,
about.
let me just let y'all know this. Now, this is one of the ones where if you're like, I want to do this as a date, you need to get there early so you can have a good
Yes.
time and get a good spot. Have a
Yes.
little cart, a little wagon, a little blanket, have some water, have
Plan.
your bottles, have your plastic
Plan.
cups. Yeah.
Yes.
This
Know
ain't
where
no
you gonna
last
park.
minute shenanigan.
It is not.
This ain't a last minute.
PJ Morton, I like PJ
PJ
Morton.
Morton. It's good, y'all, this year. And that's
Him and
fun. And
Yeva
you can do
together.
that date or with the girls, but that's a fun. And also talking about meeting people. The Atlanta Jazz Festival is good. Like that whole vibe. People are out there.
That's grown people.
You know,
That
there's
is
grown
grown
people.
Ain't no YNs at the Jazz Fest.
They not.
And people are doing the same thing. They're getting groups together. So the guys are getting their groups together, maybe via their fraternity or whatever, grad chapter, whatever. And then, the ladies are doing the same thing and friend groups are coming. It's great. It's great. That's
that
a good
might need to
space
be.
to be
When is
in.
the jazz festival?
What is it? It is. Let me give y'all the day.
May
It's in May.
23rd through 25th.
May 23rd through the 25th.
Okay, I'm gonna see you there.
Listen, because I may be getting a group
Oh,
together.
it's Memorial Day weekend.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
okay.
That's Memorial Day weekend.
Okay, well, you have been a blessing, and because we was taking our own.
We
little
were. I
notes.
haven't been to a lot of the places that you told us, so you put us onto some new
You
stuff.
really did. I really can't wait
listen.
to go to Pittsburgh Yards. I have never been, and I never even knew there was a Pittsburgh Yards. If I'm being honest,
Yes. So you got to go there.
Yeah.
Got to go there, support. As we like to say, we got to go and support for real.
we do. Go and support for real. Make your content there. Go and tell people all about it because that's what I'm going to do next. Now it is time for advice.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so if you guys have a question that you would like to ask us and maybe we can help you, maybe we'll laugh at you. I don't know what's going to happen, girl.
No, we'll
We just
laugh.
going to see. Then you can email us. The email is advice@cocktailspod.com, or you can call us now and leave a voicemail. The phone number is 404-692-0039. Why they do fucked up stuff, I don't know, child.
You need to go on dates in that luteal phase.
Especially when they claim to love you. They be lying. If you want to get some advice from us, make sure you email us advice@cocktailspod.com. Okay, so this advice comes from one of our listeners, and the subject line is,
Thank you.
oh, bless you. Chubby 4 at 30 trying to level up. I don't really know what that means. This would have been good. I wish you had our voicemail because I think you typed that off. Anyway, hey, Kiki and Medina. I've been listening since 2018 and I love y'all down.
Oh,
Thank you, girl.
Thank
we love you right back. I just heard the episode with Mike Bless where you said send blah blah blah. Okay, she lives in Texas. I'm a January Aquarius and I just turned 30. I'm a heavier woman and I don't get approached often. In my 20s, I accepted any attention because I had a scarcity mindset. And I was horny all the time for no good goddamn reason. You got to get your little toy. And you need to go to ericalust.com so you can handle that yourself. Anyway, but now that I'm 30, I want better. I'm coming out of my shell and trying to do things differently. Y'all talked in an episode on October 17th. Okay, receipts. About,
what are we talking about?
I don't remember. That was like 20 years ago. Okay. But on October 17th, allegedly, we talked about people not going out to eat with a nigga. And I get why that's shocking for y'all.
When there, so
like,
really
why
quick, there was
didn't
a
you
girl.
go?
Is it that or is it when?
Like she's saying, like we were like, why wouldn't you go out to eat with somebody?
I thought she was talking about when when somebody had told me that they had never been taken on like a real date.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, like we were both confused. Like, why aren't you? Okay. You two gorgeous, funny, outgoing, successful, but I'm what I would call a chubby 4 at best. Oh, maybe she's rating herself as a 4. Girl, I don't want you to do that.
Right.
Okay, but okay. She's saying not being insecure. I'm just trying to be real. I'd be lucky if a guy would see me in the daytime. I want to give you a hug.
Yeah, you need to come to the jazz festival with us.
All right,
Yeah, come to Atlanta, girl, and hit us up. We can go hang out because what? No. So my questions are, she got 7. Okay. What advice do you have for someone starting from scratch at 30? What are your go-to moves when you're out and about? What are your non-negotiables with men? This is a lot. We ain't going to answer all this, I don't think. But I'm going to read them all because everybody should think about these things. How do you actually get approached in the club? Where should I go in Dallas or Houston for a good time? Oh, I got you, sister. What are your this works every time tricks to get a man hooked? Don't have one. She has more to say.
You don't have one?
This works every time? Nah, because sometimes I be stuttering. Okay. I can't really dance, and I have no butt, but a whole lot of titty. Get you a titty band. It's lots of titty. Titty boy. 2 Chainz used to be titty boy. Niggas love titties, and I want them too. You got something that I want. I'm buying mine. Anyways, okay, so I need strategy. I can't just shake some ass. It will not move. It probably will, girl. You just got to learn how to wiggle that jiggle. Okay. And if there's a man nearby, please ask him. Oh, there's not. But from a male perspective, maybe be kind, but somebody might chime in the comments. From a male perspective, what gets a man's attention when it comes to BBWs or a person who isn't conventionally attractive? I know confidence is one, but I need specifics. I'm trying to have fun, upgrade the quality of the men I deal with, and maybe get a boyfriend for the first time. I apologize for all the questions. Your girl is really starting from scratch. Here's my Instagram if you want to see what I'm talking about. I did go to your Instagram. Girl, you forgot you private? We can't even see your Instagram. Your profile picture was fine. This is what I'll say, and then everybody else can chime in.
They could tackle your own question.
I don't want you to feel like because you're big, you can't get nobody, because that's kind of what it seemed. It seemed like you were downgrading yourself because you big. Let me tell you something. I have stuffed myself, injected myself with so many things, and tried to wrap myself in these waist trainers, fajas, and everything else. And you know what? When I end up looking like a busted can of biscuits and I'm naked, it is okay. They don't be worried about it. It's more pushing for the cushion, honey. And you got to work on your inside. I know it probably sounds so cliche. But you got to learn how to look in the mirror and appreciate what you see. I totally get the whole, let me be real. Because I know what I really look like, and I know what I can edit my pictures to look like. So I know the difference. And I feel like you're trying to let us know I don't look that great. But unless that's not you on that little circle picture, you're a beautiful girl. So don't let them extra pounds hold you back or let anybody think. I don't want you to have that scarcity complex or mindset, whatever it was that you said, and think that because you're bigger than what you want to be or what you think people want, that you're less than, because you're not. And these niggas don't be doing all the stuff either. They love to complain about stuff, and they ain't looking like they've been in the gym or eating a healthy diet.
They don't got no nighttime skin routine.
They probably ain't had a vegetable in 40 days and 40 nights. Their
Are you
vegetable was French
flossing?
fries. Absolutely
Is your
not.
gut okay?
Is your gut
No.
okay?
And that's why them poots smell like the gates of hell just open.
You talking about a poot, your breath. That's a sign of bad gut health. That breath.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, friend, I think that maybe we need to not be dating right now. I think not. I think we need to do some inner work. Go on some of these.
I feel like you gonna settle. You gonna accept whoever gives you any attention, and I don't want you to do that.
You real thirsty.
You're better than that. I don't even know you, but I know you better than that.
No shade. You are very thirsty right now. I've been there before, but it's
it's
coming
a slippery
off like
slope, bitch, and it's easy to fall over there. I mean, everything is covered in hot grease.
And it's worse when you start doing this out of disparity. No matter what you look like, I've done it. And it's like you're not gonna feel good. Just like settling. Work on you, pour into you. And I know people don't like hearing that type of feedback, but it really does do something for you.
It's real. Can I comment?
Please.
I have to
Of
comment
course.
because listen, as a beautiful big woman sitting on this couch with these ladies, I have to interject and say something because I know you were like, I know she doesn't want to talk about confidence, but it really does start there.
Yeah.
It really does start there. And that's for anyone, number one.
Yeah.
But it really does start with confidence because that's sexy.
Yeah.
That's sexy. Listen.
You know when you see that 5 walk in the room and he's just so confident, all of a sudden he's a 10 or higher. And it's just like, ooh.
How am
Because of
that?
how he's walking, how he's talking, okay? Because confidence is key. And let me tell you, as a plus size woman, I have to say that, I give a shout out to my mother and my sisters, okay? Because I've been approached by some great people, some great prospects. But it's stuck because it started with always being confident. No matter what stage you are in life, you got to be confident in who you are. You got to walk in like you own the room because we all have a gift and a purpose, and people see that.
Yeah.
People see that glow, that aura, and they're automatically just attracted to it.
Yeah.
So you have to start there with the confidence. And then also, I know she said, hey, can we get into some other practical things? Also, you know what? Grab a girlfriend because this is important too. And I think this relates to anyone, but especially I'm thinking plus size sister to plus size sister. But also, see, how are you dressing in terms of, have you found, your style? You know what I mean? Are you dressing for your body type? Like you just said that you are voluptuous. Then are you wearing turtlenecks? I hope you're not because you need to be showing off.
You got titties, bitch.
Listen,
Show them.
I'm not saying wear. I mean, but look, there's a tasteful way to show off the girls. And you're right, there are a lot of men that are attracted to that. Not saying that you just want a guy attracted to that, but what I'm saying is, what are you doing to show off your curves? Are you dressing,
You gotta use what you got to get what you want.
Do you know your style? What's your style? What are your colors? The colors that bring out your skin, your glow. So figure that out as well. How are you dressing? And then also, you know what? Up your game when it comes to your crowd. Who's around you? Because let me tell you something. Having a great inner circle, a great group, especially a great group of women around you to uplift you, encourage you, they won't let you feel like that.
They won't. And to help, if you need help, like maybe you don't know what to do as far as style or hair or makeup products, ask somebody. Like ask the girls that are around you if you trust what they got going on. If you don't, find the people that can. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You go into any store and say, hey, listen, I need a dress. I need to feel like this. I want to, I want to feel this kind of way. What should I do? Where should I start? There are people, that is their job. But also level up your circle because a good girlfriend is not going to allow you to go there. They go help you get the help that you need. They're going to speak life into you. They're going to remind you who you are. Okay, so that's important too. Who's around you? Look at your circle. Because right now, if she's feeling all of this, my first thought is, what is her best friend saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is her girlfriend saying? Her girlfriend saying, yeah, girl, you got to work on that. Like, what are the people in your group saying? Because I can't even imagine being in a place like that, you know, with the girlfriends I have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know, it's interesting. I had a moment with one of my really good girlfriends, Ayana, last week. I had like I was about to have a meltdown, but she caught it mid-melt.
She caught you.
It was just softened.
And I wasn't even, I was making it to where, like, you know how sometimes you're just having a bad day. You can't, you just shut down anything, something positive.
It's
like
not the time.
You just make it hard for people to lift you up. And I was believing something that wasn't true about myself that somebody tried to make true. When I was done, she said, oh no. And she's a really calm voice, kind of like you. She said, she's a hot yoga instructor. She said, oh no. She said, Dean, let me tell you something real quick. She said, if you don't mind, she's like, I'm gonna take a few minutes and I gotta just flex you real quick. I gotta flex. And we do this often. And we just had a moment where she spent like 5 straight solid minutes, just like telling me about myself.
Yes.
Telling me what I look like, telling me how I talk, telling me what I do for this.
You.
And I can't butt in, I can't stop it, and that's it. And then when we're done, it's just like, period.
Oh,
don't say, stop. I don't want to ever, don't ever tell me what you was about to tell me again, because let me remind you. And so if you don't have at least one good girlfriend who will remind you who the fuck you are,
yes,
clean it all out.
Right.
That's so important.
Right.
I have a friend and she's always saying, like, people always talk bad about me because I'm not humble. This is what she said. She's like, fuck being humble. What do I need to be humble for? I am that girl. And I don't want any of my girls to be thinking that they're not that girl too. So every time she catches somebody slipping and like speaking negatively about themselves and stuff, she is quick to low-key cuss us out. But it's like, it's needed and it's appreciated, because sometimes you do have to stop somebody and be like,
you'll keep going.
I definitely will.
You'll keep going. Now it's a month of like,
you just been sitting there stewing and brewing all these negative thoughts, and you just a big storming cloud. You're like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. And it's like, no, bitch. Who is this person? I don't know her, but who I do know is, and you need to clock back in. Now, come on, we're going somewhere.
And every now and again, I will say, if you're having trouble with it and you just don't have the friends right now that do it, because I've been there too, you need to do some service. Go do some acts of service and help somebody. Because sometimes when you do that, it sparks something else in you to where you're like, okay, I'm focusing on dating and I need to be focusing on helping the world. You know what I mean? Let me help somebody.
Is hungry right now.
Yeah. Go be around young girls who need to be inspired so you could pour into them. And you will, when you pour into other people and you have no tie to them, you're not getting paid for this. This is the Lord's work at this point.
Yes.
It does something to your spirit. And right now, that spirit got to be touched. I'm telling you right now, if you let a nigga touch you right now, you're going to be sad and you might end up having a baby. I'm just saying. I got to scare y'all. You're going to be looking at him. You're going to be like, this all happened because I was sad.
And the way things are going right now, you're going to be stuck like Chuck, baby.
Ooh. Could you imagine, all because you were sad, you got pregnant by a nigga named Paul?
Or Earl?
Oh, Bobby Jenkins. Leroy. Your baby is like, tell me about my daddy. And you're just like,
I don't even know that man. I'm so sorry to you. I've never seen that man a day in my life.
That's how it happens. All because you were sad. Stand up.
And not whole.
Temporary feeling
and not whole.
became
You got to be
permanent.
whole. When you're looking for your mate, you got to be whole. It's two wholes coming together.
Yeah. And we know that we're not whole when we're saying things like what you said in the email. And it's not, don't shame yourself. We've all been through these moments, but just get up.
I go through it every Thursday. So I'm with you, girl.
Start taking yourself to do self-care. Get a massage. And it doesn't have to be a lavish massage.
Go walk.
Go on a walk.
The neighborhood, wherever you live.
Yeah.
Get cute. Get a cute picnic basket. Be extra. And go outside and do that shit.
Walk outside like you're the person that you want to be.
Yeah, that woman you said you want to be. Do it. Yeah. You got it.
Now, as far as giving you tips about things that always work, girl, don't nothing always work for me. I think that it's because the other person might have different needs than the last person. So don't think about like a special trick unless you want to be a witch, and I can't help you there. You just need to be you, because I think that's something that across the board works for most people. Anybody that's worth your time, they're going to appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just focus on trying to be your best self and be happy with who you are and exude that confidence that you really start to believe, the right people will be attracted.
Yeah.
Right. And standards. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I agree with you that she's not in a good space to even start dating because
Date yourself.
date yourself, because one thing, you don't want to compromise your standards, and you should have some, no matter how you're feeling right now, you should have standards in terms of what are your deal breakers? What will you accept? What will you not accept? That is very important because when you start dating and you see those red flags, you need to be able to cut that immediately so you can save your time and your spirit. Okay?
And some of them will come as you're dating. You're 30. Some of them, you might have your little basic level of, okay, this is not going to work for me. But then some of them will come as you're actually dating. You might have somebody be a little bit late to a date. You might be like, oh no, I want my nigga to be timely. You just never know.
Right.
So I'm really.
You got to live life and experience it to really know, because maybe it's nothing you've been faced with or considered.
I also know you are not going to listen to us. You're probably under a man right now. But I just want you to know it is going to backfire. And then you'll come back to this episode and be like, it was right. And it's okay. We all been there. 30, you make it. You.
I was just sitting here thinking 30 was so long ago, allegedly. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what was I even doing? Some fuck shit that I need to be doing. Whatever I was doing at 30, I can tell you this much, I ain't doing it today.
I was at an event.
What was I doing at 30?
And I ran there. I didn't even say anything. I saw somebody that should have never had. This was just a moment, a 30 moment where it was like, you know how sometimes you're just like, I'm gonna be 30 and flirty, and I'm just gonna be doing those things. I will never forget. I went to a wedding, and it was a fun wedding. I'm not gonna say whose wedding because then everybody gonna know. I went to the wedding. It was fun. There was so many single men. The open bar. Everybody was drunk. I needed a ride home. The nigga took me.
That ride home from the wedding.
In the car. I didn't even know. I don't even know his name. I saw him at this event. And I just admit, I'm such a good actress, though. Tyler Perry really need to put me in Black is Beautiful. What's it called? Beauty in Black.
Beauty in the Black.
I finally watched it.
Don't
my
you
stepdaddy.
love it?
It's good. We was hooked. We stayed up all night.
It's crack. I don't know what it's crack.
I told Medina how I felt about it.
You did. It's okay. Because I want to have some of them on the show, but I love the show. But I ran into him at this lavish event. And I know he wanted me to go say something, but I wasn't. Because I was just like, that was a decision that I made out of 30 and flirty. Girl.
Yeah, I don't speak to people when I see them out, and I did something like that. It
Like you were probably their wildest fantasy come true. I know I was.
Yeah, and I just be like, I don't even know that man. I've never seen that man a day in my life. Please get away from me, peasant.
Yeah,
Get away.
Stay
I
with
don't
your
know
woman,
you.
peasant. Yeah, stay over there. Anyways, we gave you some advice. We hope you take it. Let us know what else you need. If you need a stylist, we got you. We've had several stylists on the show. If you're ever in Atlanta, hit us up. Come to Jazz Festival.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Memorial Day weekend. Don't forget. Okay, so now we're done with advice, and it is time for the cocktails. If you have a cocktail, remember to call us at that number. It is in the description box, and you can leave a message, or you can still email us, CockTales, CockTales, at cocktailspod.com.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a was a was a
I thought I found one, but it's been read. So we need you guys to send in more cocktails.
Please, or call them in.
Have you ever seen somebody doing something that they shouldn't have been doing while you were out in content? You can tell somebody else's business that you don't know without naming names.
I mean, yeah, all the time.
What you seen, girl?
All the time, people doing things like that. I mean, usually it's been a lot of bad stuff, like in terms of maybe, oh my goodness. I think the worst is when, you may see someone with a certain persona online and then you see it in person.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a complete 180 in terms of how they're acting or interacting with someone.
That's always a bummer.
It is.
Especially when you like the online. I like it when it's in the reverse, where the online was cringe, but you meet them in real life and they actually cool.
They're real people.
But the other way around, it's like, it just hurts your soul.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
It's like, dang, are you okay?
Like, oh,
Probably not.
yeah.
Well, Shanita, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
y'all.
Yes, thank you
I had
for
so much
coming.
fun with
Thank
y'all.
you. Oh, I feel like this is a great moment to let everyone know me and Shanita are both on the Young Professional Board of Meals on Wheels Atlanta.
Oh.
And so we are constantly always bringing attention to the cause, which is raising money for senior citizens to get off of this wait list. There's about 800 seniors in Atlanta on the wait
Yeah,
list. And
it's
so
real.
Wow.
I know that I'm producing a few things to help bring awareness and money for the cause. And I'm so happy to sit. And that's how I
Yeah.
really
That's
met
how
you
we-
in person in real life. We were both at the meeting. I was like,
I was like, I'll let you know.
yeah. So
Yeah.
let everybody know what you got coming up, where they can find you, how they can keep up with
Okay.
you.
Well, listen, I want to first plug this one activity that we have that has really just resonated with a lot of women. Last year, we launched something called the Atlanta Staycation Club, the ATL Staycation Club. And this was basically, this is an all-inclusive weekend that is done in or around Atlanta. And the mission is for Black women to rest. And so we've curated this weekend for women to check in on Friday at one of our partner hotels, and then they check out on Sunday. They have this curated itinerary. Like I said, the main agenda is rest, but it's also centered on wellness. And so we have partnered with Lululemon to help us bring in like Black wellness instructors, because I think it's important for us to show the faces in that space. And this is all about women like who are oftentimes, especially Black women, multi-hyphenate, and they're running around and they're pouring into others before they can pour into themselves.
Tired, Lord.
They really tired.
They working like Hebrew men slaves.
Right. And so we don't want that. So we this is about intentional pause, reset, and restoration. And so we just wrapped up our first one of 2026 probably 2 weeks ago
So
at
we
the Test
missed
Hotel.
it?
Yeah, but we do 4. We do we do
It's
4 a year.
quarterly?
Yes, so it's
Okay.
quarterly. And so I implore you all, please follow us, Black Girls Guide ATL, to learn more about this and sign up for our e-newsletter, because that is something that has really just taken off and resonated with women. And it's just all about tapping in and making sure you pour into yourself first, right? So ATL Staycation Club.
So that
Ooh,
next
that sounds
one,
cool.
when we need to get the schedule for that, because sis who wrote the letter, you need to come. Yeah.
It might be a vacation for you if you don't live here, but just
Right.
make it happen.
Yeah.
And the women in the room, beautiful women. Okay,
Yeah.
we're talking about when I think about the letter which you just read, those women would have poured into her.
Yeah.
They
Now we
would've
crying.
poured- Oh yes, they would have poured into her so fast.
So it's from Friday to Sunday.
Friday to Sunday, because it's all about no plane, no train. This is accessible, no PTO required. This is supposed to be
I
easy,
need to be
right?
at a
So then that's what happens. Even when we need a break, who go plan it? Even when we need a break, now I got to
You
get a
gotta
flight.
stress
Now
out
and
about
the
your break.
TSA airline 5-hour
it's too
wait.
much.
I don't even want to go no more.
No, this is accessible.
Oh, friend, I need to
Upscale
be at the next
ambiance.
one.
We know how women do. You know what I mean?
When is the next one?
The next one. So our next one is going to be, we're doing a special one with a partner with Omnoir Retreats. That one's going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona. That's an off one. That's a special one that we're doing with a partner here in Atlanta. That's in June. And then we'll be back to our local ones in August, and then we'll have one in October.
Okay. I might
Yes.
have to get on that October
Yes,
one.
yes. So
I
join
like
us for a little rest.
We all need some rest, okay?
We all need some rest.
Yes.
You gave your Instagram. You gave everything that you could give us. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
I appreciate
This was
you.
great, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you for
Having
letting us
you.
pop your podcast cherry.
I want to remind you guys to send in more advice, more cocktails. You can either call us or you can email us. The email is advice or cocktails, either one, at cocktailspod.com. The phone number is in the description. And then also want to remind you guys that I'm going to Bali and I want you to come with me. We'll be celebrating my birthday there. It's a little bit after my birthday, but we celebrating, okay, all month long. And we'll be in Bali from September 25th through the 30th. And the deposits are only $100 if you click the link in the description or go to travel.kikisaidso.com/Bali. You can see all of the details of everything that's included. We've got some private chef dinners, no shared rooms. Everybody will have their own room and own bathroom in the villa. It's open to everyone. I'm really excited about it. I want you guys to come, and I want to relax. I want to eat good, and I want to connect with new people in Bali. Also, join my book club this month. Well, this is April. I don't know what we're reading this month, but last month we read Confessions of a Hustler's Housekeeper, and it was a dramatic mess. And I love a little messy book because it's a book and you can just put it down and get back to a nice, clean, safe life. And then also May 17th, I will be hosting a special event. It's going to be a cocktail making class. And I hope that you guys come out. I will share more details as a date gets, more near to us. But right now, just save the date, Sunday, May 17th.
We have a lot of dates for y'all. Y'all better not ever say it ain't nothing to do in Atlanta because we told you 55 things today. And I'm about to add to it. May 29th, there is Taste Atlanta, brought to you by Meals on Wheels Atlanta. Are you going to go?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go. This will be my first time going. I'm really excited. You guys, this is, if you're a foodie, if you say you're a foodie, why haven't you got your ticket yet?
This is it.
They have 15 restaurants that you'll be able to taste the food. All of the proceeds go back to Meals on Wheels Atlanta. That means your ticket pays to get a senior citizen some meals. There's going to be a DJ. There's an auction. It's a really good time. It's a party, basically. So I'll be there. My good friend Shanita going to be there. Kiki, you going to come?
I will be there.
I will be there.
Because I don't have plans for Memorial Day weekend. I had to switch my brother's baby shower. So I was like, why you having it on Memorial Day weekend? I don't have shit to do. And I was right. I'll be there too.
Yeah. So if you guys want to get a ticket, if you want to donate, if you have a company and you would like to be a sponsor, click the link in the description. Like I said, all of the money goes back to Meals on Wheels Atlanta. Meals on Wheels Atlanta is not government funded. So everything we do, it's to fund Meals on Wheels. So that is coming up. Also, there was something else I wanted. Oh, I started a Substack. So you guys, I have been yearning for nostalgia. And there is something about social media that is, I still love it. Don't get it twisted. But there is something about the lack of people really reading that bothers me. And my Substack is very simple. We're to the point. It's a different version of me that if you don't know me personally, you don't know a lot of the things that happened in the past 2 years of my life, which have been very traumatic. I'm talking about it on Substack, but writing it because it just helps me get more of the feelings out to do it with like words and not have people looking at you and critiquing how you look. And now what outfit is that? No, bitch, listen to the story.
Pay attention to my words, bitch.
So you still get Medina, but it's a different Medina. So it is called Dear Lover Girl by Medina. I hope you will subscribe.
I'm subscribing.
Please do. We'll put that link in the description also. And thank y'all so much for supporting everything that Kiki and I have going on.
And make sure that you guys are following us on Instagram. We are at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Sweet on the drive. Bye. Bye. Bye.